Hey YouTube, what's going on? Matt Kennedy here. Happy July 23rd. Happy Saturday. Hope you all enjoy your second to last weekend here in July as we get closer and closer to August. I do move into my college apartment. It will be the first time being off campus for me in my fourth and final year as a senior at BGSU, trying to be a teacher, all that stuff. So it's a big year for me. I'm ready to go. I move in August 1st. So right now we're going over the Level Master, the MUT Master, and also the team captains, which really are the most important cards in the game because they're free cards and they really dictate the game for how good they are. There's been good years, off years. So for example, let me just explain, right? Going back to MUT 19, the last 4 years, 19, 20, 21, 22, look at the 4 level masters. We have Ricky Williams, offense. We have Torrey Holt, offense. We have offense, Andre Johnson. And then this year was a bit different. This year, which was really Madden 22, this past year, their level system was different. There was no one level master. Every single series, they had a series master. For example, George Kittle. They also had a level master, like, I forget their names, but like maybe a 98 linebacker they had. 96 Dalvin Cook. There was like a 94 for like series 2 or whatever. And then also you have like series masters. Or wait, what do they call them? What was Devin Hester? Like the series players where you upgrade. So there's a series master like for every season. Again, like George Kittle. There was I'm trying to think of that linebacker, Nick Bolton, I think. Nick Bolton for the Chiefs. He was the Series 4 master, 98 overall, or whatever. And then you also have like Devin Hester. There was like Junior Seau. There was like Marcus Davenport or Tony Baselli, and you can upgrade them. So this is better. I like this one because you're getting kind of like players of your choice. You get more of a selection. Whereas previous years, it was only one player, take it or leave it. What are my final thoughts on Level Master going into Madden 23? Well, we have a new thing called a Field Pass. And it's like the new Battle Pass thing. And I can't really speak about level rewards yet. We'll probably do a YouTube video breaking down like my predictions for the Field Pass. We'll probably base it off of the Battle Pass and also other Battle Pass systems. But I'm starting to think that maybe we're probably going to have like choices. Kind of like last year where we had like Devin Hester or Seau. Devin Hester was very powerful at launch. He literally was so fast. Any theme team, he literally had route runner. So he literally had like 2 AP route tech, which is insane. And also, the best part about team captains, which we'll get to soon here, team captains have like 5 AP, or not 5 AP, it's like 5 training for their first ability slot or whatever. So I really love how team captains had like cheap abilities last year, like Jackie Youngblood or whatever. So what are my final thoughts on the level system? Well, first of all, a lot of offensive players. Now that you look at it, 19, 20, and 21 were all offensive. And also it's always like receiver heavy, corner heavy, linebacker heavy. They usually do positions that there's not only one at the position. So like for example, they're probably not gonna do like an offensive lineman because if it's a left guard, well, that's the only left guard you have the whole game, right? It's always gonna be a wide receiver every year or a corner. They're not even gonna do a right end. Because if you have a right end, that's the only right end you'll have the whole year. So, and same with MUT Master. And that's the next step here is MUT Master. Do you guys see the pattern? Middle linebacker. Okay, most teams need 2, right? So that won't be the only linebacker you have in your team the whole year. That was Ryan Segier. Safety. You need about 3, 4 good safeties in different schemes. Linebacker. Again, you can have numerous linebackers. And then Cam Chancellor safety. So we see the pattern for MUT Master and also for Level Master. When we really think about who they could be, it's going to be only 4 or 5 different positions. And yes, it could be a halfback because Ricky Williams was a halfback, but I think they kind of realized that was probably a mistake because it just made the game kind of weird. Oh, they just dropped a new halfback. Oh, but I already have Ricky Williams. So I think what's going to happen is that again, I can't really predict the whole level master system, but I would expect still some of the same similar positions. And if they do have, some that are like only, maybe they have a quarterback, right? They'll have a selection of that, right? But like I said, I can't really predict the whole level thing yet. That it's all luck. Like it's a whole new system this year, a field pass. Will they have a pay to win method? Will it be the same as last year, just adding new pay to win rewards and stuff? I don't know what the level things will be this year. It used to be very simple, just Andre Johnson, you level up, you get him, Torrey Holt, and then Ricky Williams. But now they're making it a bit more complex. There's like, series stuff like Hester and Sayal. Then there's a series master like Kittle. Kittle wasn't even that good, dude. Like literally Kyle Pitts was like better than him, like low key. He was just more well-rounded with like the run block and stuff. So MUT Master, it was defense the last 4 years. So I think MUT Master has actually always been offense or defense. Sean Taylor was MUT 18, I think. I don't know, guys. I mean, if it's going to be pretty defensive, dude, it looks like they've been all legends the last 4 years. They've all been players that are obsolete in the game. They're not in the NFL anymore. Who will MUT Master be next year? I mean, guys, your prediction's as good as mine. I don't think they're going to do a safety or a linebacker. If they do, that's all they've done, like, ever. Even Sean Taylor was a safety. But again, they got to do a position there's a lot. So I could see it being a corner for the first time ever, maybe. Well, it was Richard Sherman back in the day, but again, it's all defense, right? Are we going to get our first offensive master? And if so, who? But MUT Master is always one of the best cards because you just know, like, the best part about MUT Master is you can get them up to like a 94, 95. Like literally if you grind your ass off in like the first like 4 or 5 weeks of the game. It's going to be very difficult to do, and it probably takes a couple of days of having like no life. But like if you really want to grind it out, the level stuff, and then also MUT Master, those are the two things where you can really, really, really get that up quick. And again, these players are very important in the game because they're on your theme team. So sometimes they get times 2 chem. Cam Chancellor, I believe, got like times 2 chem on your team. Nope, I think that was actually team captains. But we can see now team captains, which the best part about team captains, and this is just straight up facts, the best part about team captains, you have a choice. The other ones are more scripted. You don't really have much of a choice. Yes, they get, all the theme teams, but we can see MUT 19, it was Sagier, Ty Law, Dallas Clark, and Herman Moore. So pretty much the meta pick was Sagier or Ty Law. They were just phenomenal players. And even though there are 4 choices, there usually is only 1 or 2 good ones. But again, you see how these team captains, they're just so powerful. I mean, again, all theme teams, other stuff. And then we go to MUT 20, which this one, oh, no. This was MUT 20. This was MUT 19. MUT 19 ones, these were probably the most overpowered ones. This one had Ray Lewis, Jerry Rice, Michael Strahan, and then also it had Shannon Sharp. I mean, dude, this one was just very overpowered. Jerry Rice was just so overpowered. And then even Ray Lewis and Strahan, I think Strahan was the worst. Even Shannon Sharp was just so glitchy for speed. Like, back then, they didn't have all theme teams, but now they do. you can just see how important these cards are. But notice how it's 2 offense, 2 defense, 2 offense, 2 defense. And then notice again how the positions besides Strahan, like, we're never getting a quarterback. Like, we're never ever going to get a quarterback for MUT Master, Level Master, or for team captains because, it would just be too overpowered. If you get like a 90 quarterback right away, like, they'd have to nerf it soon. It would just be too overpowered, and so it's like, and then we have MUT 21, Eddie George, McCaffrey, who they both sucked. And then Glover and Anus Williams, but really, Leroy Glover was pretty much everyone's choice. Let's be honest here. And then last year's was Alworth, Alexander, Lynch, and Youngblood. It was definitely Youngblood or Alworth for the meta. But the one thing I'll say about Lance A, because I call him Lance A and Devin Hester last year, yeah, they're 5'11", 5'10". Yeah, they're not that tall. They both had 2 AP route tech. And if you love, because remember, man coverage is very powerful in this game. When you were able to get 2 receivers on your Browns theme team, or at least I had Browns theme, I don't know what theme team you guys had. Well, last year I started off with San Fran theme team and I changed it up a little bit. But dude, when you're able to have 2 players on your theme team, which means you're going to get like a good +1 speed too, right? They not only have good route tech for 2 AP route tech, but like they also were so glitchy. Lance A, you were able to upgrade him to a 90 overall as long as you had training, right? I recommend using your training right away to upgrade him up. I mean, when you have a 90 team captain, and this goes for this year, last year, future years, you should always get that team captain up because you can just pay for it, right? Use your coin. I mean, you should try to diversify your team, but if you're able to have a really good receiver, bro, like a 90 overall receiver, if your opponent does not have someone to cover him, it's a streak every time, lob it up deep. I mean, come on, right? So, and again, we have 2 offense, 2 defense, and then there's no quarterback. And again, yeah, Jack Youngblood's a left end or whatever. Yeah, Strahan's a left end. You don't really see many DNs here, right? You don't really see many quarterbacks. We had 2 tight ends, Dallas Clark and Shannon Sharp too. So we see there's not many tight ends. There wasn't any quarterbacks at all. What it comes down to is getting a quarterback is the most important part of the game. And that's why I said, dude, I don't really know. Like, if there's not that many free good quarterbacks, you might see me getting maybe Kenny Pickett just because he might get some inside dead eye. He's an 86 for free. Yeah, he has, some lower speed, but it's fine, right? So getting a quarterback is the most important part of the game. I would just say in general, you're always going to get a wide receiver or a safety from some of these programs like team captains, level master, other stuff. And they all go on your theme team, which is very important for +1 speed. And when you take all these level cards, all these team captains, and then all the level master or MUT Master, all that stuff, that's really already 5 people on your theme team. Because I believe, and again, don't hold me accountable, I believe that your team captain can get ×2 or even ×3 of your chem. So when you do that ×2 plus the MUT Master team chem plus the level master team chem, other stuff, you have to understand that's already like 5 for your theme team. You only need 20 more for a +1 speed if they keep it the same as last year and previous years for 25 +1 speed. And then you just do backup lineman, backup fullback, a 3rd string tight end, a 5th string receiver, a 5th string, corner, a 4th string middle linebacker, right? A backup, D end, right? The 4th string DT. You can get a 25 theme team in your sleep. And that's why these cards, again, I'm saying one more time, they're the most important in the game. You should be focusing on them, grinding them, getting them up day one, because they truly are free cards if you grind. Now, team captains. Oh, I actually forgot that we didn't pay training this year. We actually got team captain tokens. So that's actually my fault. I hope someone caught that in the video, but yeah, you actually didn't pay training this year for the team captains. You actually just used tokens, which is free, which is awesome. Because last year in MUT 21 and previous years, I think we did pay training for it. So that's pretty cool. I'll let you guys go. Take care. Give me your thoughts on this upcoming year's MUT Master, Level Master, and the team captains. And what do you want to see? I would just say in general, like I said, don't bank on a quarterback. I just hope that they have some good receivers because the Browns theme team, besides like OBJ or like Josh Gordon, we don't really have that many like legends for like wide receivers and stuff. So if maybe a great tight end, because yeah, we have Ozzie Newsome, but I'm thinking a Browns theme team. I'm really hoping for a really good wide receiver, really good tight end, and then also a really great safety because the Browns don't have many safeties in their career either for legends for my theme team. Or linebackers, same thing, but we'll go from there. Bye, guys. Take care. Peace.